So 3 clues. How do we use those 3 clues? Well, the bull channel tells me buying pullbacks with new higher highs, buying at support when price falls. Now, we already knew we weren't going to be able to buy at those highs because we're at the highs of the channel. So the first clue, the bull channel said, all we can really do with this is to buy at support. So as soon as price falls off that level, we can buy the wedge low, we can buy the channel low. We can even buy support below the channel low. Okay? We're not going to trade long though at the highs. So we pretty much disqualified one trade and of course left ourselves open for buying at support. The second clue was the inside day, outside day. Remember, this is a really easy clue. This is an easy one. I know if I break below that previous high of day right there, I know if I go above the previous highs, I'm going to be a buyer. Well, I can't buy because I'm at the highs, right? So automatically cancel that idea. Only option now is to wait for those buyers to fail and then sell when I break back below the previous high of day, which we did for our first trade today. And then, of course, the second clue is that wedge, and the wedge tells me you've got to buy the lows of a wedge and you've got to sell the highs of a wedge. And didn't we just say something about a bull channel? That's right. A bull channel says what? Buy at support. Well, that's why when we broke below the previous high of day, came tumbling down, we bought the wedge low. Now, of course, if price fell even further, if it kept going, I would buy the channel lows. All right, but the wedge tells me look to be a buyer at the wedge lows first. So 3 clues, and of course, hit our goal today. Had a wonderful job in the room, guys, and finish up a great week. News comes out right about there. It's as expected. Price jumps up above the previous highs. We should be buying, right? Well, remember, there's going to be a trend line right here. There's resistance right there, so I'm not buying. We knew that coming right out the gate. So it was pretty easy. We knew we weren't going to be buying here, so it just kind of fell in our lap. 2-step pattern short, swing low, break below that swing low, and we begin our day today with 43 ticks of profit. Right? Excellent job, especially after coming out of Thursday, having a record-breaking day on Thursday. This just fueled it basically tossed fuel in the fire to keep following this plan. We knew right away, hey, this is working. Let's keep doing it. We go down, we make this low. This low, of course, then becomes a new wedge, right? New wedge. We go back up and we fail. Well, when we failed, there was some very strange price action here just about 9 o'clock. Now remember, 9 o'clock is when crude opens up. So we break down below, and of course we go down to this major wedge. Now, the idea here behind it is that I'm going to buy the lows of the wedge. But remember, what is a wedge personality? Fake out, breakout. So when we see price go up and come tumbling down, by the open at 9 o'clock, we're seeing no more sellers, all buyers, and I'm thinking this thing's going to grab that wedge low and go back up to the previous high of day. We grabbed it at 9 o'clock, and again, it's a little bit of a mix between a wedge fake out, breakout, right, of that wedge right there, and just being in a little bit early, right, for the wedge below me. Right? If you guys remember this morning, I said I think I'm in a little bit early for the wedge below me, but I think I'm just about right for a fake out breakout out of the wedge here right above us. So at 9:02, another 30 ticks, and here we go, right? Off to the races again, 75 ticks, guys. It's only 9 o'clock. We begin the day by selling below the previous high of day. We follow the plan. We bought the wedge lows. Follow the plan. And then now we come tumbling back down again. Here's my low of day here now. I'm at the lows of the wedge. Now this is easy because the open, right, this green dotted line, the open is the magnet. This was above us. Remember that this morning, guys? I said this is a pretty easy trade because we have the support, the low of day. The open was the magnet above us, and we had the wedge overhead. And so, of course, we buy the lows here. We buy the lows of that wedge. We buy the low of day. And remember, bull channel, buy at support, right? Buy at support, bull channel, 16 ticks more. So there's 100 ticks right there. There's $1,000, guys, by 9:15.